ఇవి ఎప్పుడో చెప్తున్నా అందుకే.
Yes, ma. Today, let us begin the block 4. Okay. Yes, block 4. Class, do you have any notes, ma? Yes, my screen is visible. Students.
Yes, madam. It's visible.
Visible. Okay. Now, what is appearing on the screen? Can you read?
Concepts of delegation.
Block 4. Block 4, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So, today's class, it is block 4, that is decentralization. So, in this block, we have 3 units. Unit 11, concepts of delegation. 12, process of delegation. Unit 13, centralization and decentralization. So, like in unit 11, that is concept of delegation. So, delegation means here sharing the work, delegating the work to the organizational members. So, as a concept here, it describes as subdivision and sub-allocation of powers to the subordinates in order to achieve the organizational objectives. See, to fulfill any organizational task, so work share is compulsory. So that concept is known as here delegation, dividing the work, dividing the some of the authority to the members of the organization. Generally here, the superiors will divide the work to the subordinates. So we will definition. That is, delegation means assigning work to the others and giving authority to do. Means what here we are giving the work to the members of the organization, and we are also giving authority to fulfill that particular work in order to attain the organizational objectives. So there are certain features of delegation, that is total delegation of total authority. Generally, the total work will not be distributed to the others. Only and total authority will also be not given to others. Only few works and few authority will be shared among the members of the organization, that is here subordinates. So a manager cannot delegate his authority to the delegation. and few tasks will be given to the members of the organization that is assigned. So generally, who will delegate the work? Managers. The departmental heads will delegate the work. So a manager cannot delegate the authority to the subordinate, which he himself does not put. Whatever in their hands, whatever the work or whatever the authority which is existing, the managers, up to that extent only, they can delegate, not beyond their authority, not beyond their powers. So generally, the top level management will share the work to the managers, few of the works, not total works. So in that aspects, in that corners only, the managers will have that authority to share the work, not beyond that and not exceeding it. So delegation for organizational purpose. See, generally, the delegation takes place for the organizational, not for personal. The purpose means that obtain the objectives of the organization. That objective may be maintaining the corporate social responsibility or profit motive or being top in the market. The objective may differ from concern to the concern. So here, superior authority to subordinates not for other, not for personal objectives. Whatever the organization work is object. Balance and responsibility. Generally, there must be balance between responsibility. So that is essential in my work. So, manager has to delegate authority to the subordinates on the basis of weight of responsibility. This was discussed.
Ma'am, your voice is stuck, ma'am.
Oh, wait. I'll try to come to other place. There's some network issue. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Now is it clear?
No,
Are you
ma'am.
getting my voice? No?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So the next concept here, is it clear now? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able? Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll discuss the another aspect here. Just now we finished balance of authority and responsibility. So the next concept here, a manager has to delegate authority to the subordinates on the basis of workload which is given to him. See, manager will have an rights and authority over the particular department. For example, production department. So the production manager has the concern and has the rights and authority towards production department itself, not beyond that. So in between production department, they can share the work, not beyond it. That is known as here up to the weight of the responsibility to him. Next, no delegation of responsibility. See, 100% responsibility will not be shared to the subordinates. Only few of the powers and few of the work will be shared. Next, a manager can delegate authority to his subordinates in accordance with the assigned responsibility, but final responsibility will be in the hands of him only. See, only the few work will be shared to the members of the department, but finally, the total responsibility and the result out of the particular department will be in the hands of the manager itself. So, we have elements of delegation. So there are certain three major elements of delegation we will discuss. So first one is responsibility. So just now we have discussed that responsibility means assigning the work to an individual. See, the departmental manager will assign work to the persons who are working in that particular department, like subordinates. See, production department contains 100 members. So production manager will share the responsibility among that 100 members to finish the particular task in the given period of time. So what is the task? It may be production, it may be material collection, or it may be any organizational objective. Next, second element of delegation is authority. So to fulfill the responsibilities of the manager, certain authority, certain power is delegated to the subordinates. So authority means power to take decisions, power to share the opinions regarding particular aspect of the organization. That is known as
మ్యామ్
here the second. Yes, ma.
రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీలా 100 పీపుల్ అది ఎక్కడ ఉంది మ్యామ్ అట్లా
అది ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పానమ్మా నేను మీకు.
అట్లా సరే
ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అలా చెప్పాను మీకు. రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ అంటే ఇక్కడ మనకి అసైనింగ్ ద వర్క్ టు అన్ ఇండివిజువల్ అని ఇక్కడ మనం చూపిస్తున్నాం. అంటే ఎవరి మధ్యన ఏంటి అన్నది ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాను మీకు. ఓకే
మేడం గ్రూప్ లో పీడిఎఫ్ షేర్ చేయండి మేడం.
ఓకే మా, ఓకే, ఐ విల్ షేర్.
ఓకే మేడం, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఓకే. Now the third aspect of delegation is accountability. See, accountability means checking the work. See, manager has to check whether the shared responsibilities are fulfilled by the subordinates or not. See, generally, we will also cross-check. Whenever we do any particular work, we will check it, whether we have done in a perfect manner or not, what is the balance of the work, and whether we have completed in the proper way or not. We will check. In the same way, the managers of the various departments will check whether subordinates performed their responsibilities and whether they have done the work completely or not. That is must be checked by the manager of the particular department. So these are the elements of delegation. Is it clear, all of you? What are the elements? What are the elements we discussed?
Responsibility, authority, accountability.
Accountability.
Okay, okay, fine. So these are essential whenever they delegate the work. Next, we have principles of delegation. So, principle of functional definition. First, principle of functional definition. So, there will be various functions in the organization, like department functions, like we have HR, marketing, human research. So, there will be various activities of the functional areas of the organization. So here, the principal functional definition focuses on processing the various works of the organization in order to achieve the goals. So generally, it is a activity. See, all the activities of the organization can be done by one person, entrepreneur. So what do the entrepreneur will do? Entrepreneur will share the work among the organizational members. So the functional definition focuses on grouping the work and focusing on the various activities of the organization in order to achieve the goals. That is known as functional definition. It focuses on the functional development of the functional areas of the organization. Next, principle of delegation in terms of results expected. See, generally, the work is being delegated, work is being shared in order to achieve the results, in order to achieve the outputs, in order to achieve the objectives. See, we are distributing the work for fulfilling the objectives of the organization. What is that objective? It may be profit motive or it may be service motive. So in order to get the profits or in order to serve the various people of the society and the consumers, we need to work first of all. We need to divide the work. So that is known as here. Delegation is done for the results sake to attain the good results. Next here, principle of unity of command. So this unity of command focuses that one superior, see here, the chain of command, subordinate should have only one superior. See, there will be various subordinates, the employees of the production department. Each employee, each subordinate will have one superior. Generally, the work of the subordinate is being shared to the superiors about the whether they have done up to what extent they have done, what is the problem with while doing the work, and everything will be effectively shared to one superior. There must not be multiple superiors to one subordinate. So unit of command focuses that one superior to the one subordinate. Next, principle of superior's responsibility. So here, this principle focuses on delegation of work to the subordinates. So it is the responsibility of the superior to delegate the work. So the superior remains responsible towards the actions and work of the subordinates. See, production manager is there. He shared work to the production employees, production department employees. Okay, sharing the
Madam.
work is not. Yes, ma.
మధ్యలో తెలుగులో చెప్తారా మేడం?
ఓకే అమ్మా, చెప్తాను. తెలుగు మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారా? చెప్తాను.
ఉన్నారు మేడం కొందరు.
ఓకే అమ్మా, ఓకే, ఫైన్.
Okay.
So principle of superior's responsibility means here, the superior has to check the work of the subordinate, whether they have fulfilled or not. సో హియర్ అమ్మ, తెలుగు మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్, ఇక్కడ సుపీరియర్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఏముంటుందంటే, మేనేజర్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఏముంటుందంటే, వర్క్ ని మనము సబార్డినేట్స్ కి అసైన్ చేశాక వాళ్ళు ఎలా కంప్లీట్ చేస్తున్నారు, వాళ్ళ ప్రోగ్రెస్ ఏంటి, వాళ్ళకి ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయా వర్క్ ని ఫుల్ఫిల్ చేసేటప్పుడు, ఇవన్నీ కూడా సుపీరియర్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీని. వర్క్ ని షేర్ చేసినాము అయిపోయింది అని ఊరుకోరాదు, అక్కడ క్రాస్ చెక్ చేయాలి, మానిటర్ చేస్తూ ఉండాలి. సో డెలిగేషన్ ఆఫ్ అథారిటీ అంటే మనము కొన్ని అన్ని పనులు ఒకే వ్యక్తి చేయలేరు కాబట్టి కొన్ని వర్క్స్ ని మనము ఆర్గనైజేషనల్ మెంబర్స్ కి, మనం డిపార్ట్మెంటల్ మెంబర్స్ కి మనము షేర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఆఫ్ వర్క్ ఉంటుందో అప్పుడు మనము ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ ని త్వరగా, మన లక్ష్యాలని త్వరగా చేరుకోవచ్చు. Next, we have organizational gaps should be identified, should be avoided and identified. So, manamu emaina gaps, see if any gaps are there. For example, raw material requirement is we have 1000 tons, but we have collected only 800 tons. So there is a gap here. The gap, the difference is here 200 tons. So that gap must be avoided. That gap must be fulfilled. So in order to achieve the objectives. అమ్మ, ఏమైనా గ్యాప్స్ ఉంటే అవి గ్యాప్స్ ని మనము అవాయిడ్ చేయాలి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, కమ్యూనికేషన్ తీసుకోండి. సుపీరియర్ ఏమనుకుంటారంటే కమ్యూనికేట్ చేసాము అని అనుకుంటారు. అది సబార్డినేట్స్ కి చేరనప్పుడు అది కమ్యూనికేషన్ అనేది మనము కంప్లీట్ అని అనలేము. అక్కడ ఏంటి, సుపీరియర్ ఏమనుకుంటున్నాడు, కమ్యూనికేషన్ చేసినామని అనుకుంటున్నాడు, సబార్డినేట్స్ కి మాత్రం అది చేరలేదు. సో ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ చేరలేదు అనడము గ్యాప్. వాళ్ళ మధ్యన కంప్లీట్ ఒక ఐడియాని ఇద్దరు, ఒక వ్యక్తికి ఒక గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ వ్యక్తుల మధ్యన కమ్యూనికేషన్ జరగలేదు కాబట్టి అక్కడ గ్యాప్ అనేది ఉంది. అది ఫైనాన్షియల్ గ్యాప్ కావచ్చు, కమ్యూనికేషన్ గ్యాప్ కావచ్చు, మెటీరియల్ గ్యాప్ కావచ్చు, రిసోర్సెస్ గ్యాప్ కావచ్చు. ఎలాంటి గ్యాప్స్ ఉన్నా కానీ అవన్నీ మనము అవాయిడ్ చేయాలి. వాటిని నుండి బయటకు వచ్చే దిశలో మనము ఆర్గనైజేషన్ అనేది రన్ చేయాలి. అయితేనే మనము మన లక్ష్యాలని చేరుకోవచ్చు. సి ఇఫ్ గ్యాప్స్ ఆర్ అవాయిడెడ్, we can reach our targets. So types of delegation, we have another concept in unit 11, that is formal or informal delegation. So formal delegation means here it refers to written communication. Written communication. What do they write in the particular report? Assignment of duties and delegation of authority.
Ma'am, next
In
topic.
the last class, yes, ma.
Process
Types
of
of delegation.
Unit 12.
Types of Avinash, types of delegation we are discussing.
Okay.
Formal or informal delegation. So under the types, we have various categories. So formal means it is a written communication. Generally, the duties and responsibilities are written in a particular document. So in order to avoid the conflicts, in order to avoid మనము ఒక డాక్యుమెంట్ లో మనము
మ్యామ్ యువర్ వాయిస్ సో బ్రేక్ మ్యామ్.
మెన్షన్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇది ఇలా మనము రాసినప్పుడు ఒక డాక్యుమెంట్ ని ప్రిపేర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏమో సంబంధాలు అనేవి ఏర్పడతాయి మెంబర్స్ మధ్యన. కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్స్ ని మనం అవాయిడ్ చేస్తాం. ఎస్ మా
వాయిస్
యువర్
బ్రేక్
వాయిస్ నాట్ క్లియర్ మ్యామ్.
స్టక్ అవుతుంది.
okay. See, there might be certain network issue. Actually, I'm in the network area only. Yes, ma. Is it okay?
ఓకే
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
Okay, fine. సో ఇక్కడ మనము ఫార్మల్ లో రిటర్న్ రూపంలో రాయడం జరుగుతుంది. మనకి ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో ఒక సంస్థలో మనము ఒక మనకి ఈ రిటర్న్ ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ next informal delegation. So informal based on climate and based on the environmental aspects, based on the understanding between the superior and subordinate, informal work will be shared. So here excuse me, here a person may exercise an authority even not related to him. Same, if we are responsible individuals, we know what is the work of the organization. So though the work is not directed from the top level management to the managers, but managers take responsibility. Managers know what is the top level management is expecting. So here, beyond the assignment of work, they will try to fulfill the works of the organization. So this can be done only when we have sense of our organization. ఇది నా సంస్థ, ఇది నా ఆర్గనైజేషన్ అని అనుకున్నప్పుడు మాత్రమే మనకి చెప్పని పనులు కూడా మనం చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. మనకి ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఒక సంస్థ యొక్క లక్ష్యాన్ని మనం చేరుకోవాలి అని అంటే సంస్థకి ఏం అవసరము, ఎలా ఏ దిశగా నడిస్తే మనకి లక్ష్యాలని చేరుకుంటాము అన్నది మనము అనలైజ్ చేసుకోగలుగుతాం. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు ఉన్నారమ్మా, మీ రోల్ ఏంటి, మీ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఏంటి, మేము చెప్పకున్నా గానీ మీకు కొన్ని ఐడియా ఉంటాయి. ఏంటవి? ఒకవేళ మీరేమైనా నోట్స్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకున్నట్లయితే అందరికి షేర్ చేయడం, మీరేదైనా నోట్స్ గ్యాదర్ చేసినా అందరికి షేర్ చేయడం, ఏదైనా క్లాసెస్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కానీ అది ఒకరు చెప్తే రాదు. that must be it must be with us. సో మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ఒక సొసైటీ ఒక కన్సర్న్ ఉంటుందో, మనకి సంస్థ పైన గానీ సొసైటీ పైన గానీ ఒక ఆర్గనైజేషన్ పైన గానీ, అప్పుడు మాత్రమే మనము ఇష్టపడి పని చేస్తాం. చాలా మంది కష్టపడి పని చేస్తారు ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ లో. కష్టపడి పని చేయడం అంటే ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళు చెప్పింది మనము చేయడము, టాప్ లెవెల్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ డైరెక్షన్ లో మనము వెళ్ళడం. కానీ ఎప్పుడైతే మనము లైక్ చేసి మన వర్క్ ని మనము లైక్ చేసి పని చేస్తామో అప్పుడు ఒకరు డైరెక్ట్ చేయని అవసరం లేదు, మనం ఆల్రెడీ ఒక డైరెక్షన్ లో ఉంటాం. దాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్. మనము నచ్చిన వర్క్ చేసినాం అనుకోండి, వి విల్ ఎంజాయ్ దట్ వర్క్. మనకి నచ్చని పని చేస్తున్నాం అనుకోండి, ఫోర్స్ గా ఒకరు చెప్పిండు కాబట్టి అది అయిపోవాలా అన్నట్టు చేస్తాం. ఈ వర్క్ కి ఆ వర్క్ కి చాలా డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి మీరు కూడా ఏంటంటే మీకు ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ గోల్ అనేది, మీకు ఏ సంస్థలో వర్క్ చేయాలి, ఆ డైరెక్షన్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ మనం ప్రొఫెషన్ లో సెట్ అవ్వడానికి. నెక్స్ట్ జనరల్ స్పెసిఫిక్. సో ఇన్ జనరల్, subordinates are given authority for overall supervision and to perform certain general management function. So subordinates కి జనరల్ గా డెసిజన్ మేకింగ్ పవర్ ని ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ప్లానింగ్, ఆర్గనైజింగ్, డైరెక్టింగ్, these three aspects can be done by the subordinates. So in general delegation, the freedom and powers and rights are given to the subordinates to plan, organize and direct the organizational goals and organizational activities. Next, in specific form, in the name itself, specific, particular function to achieve the particular task. So here the delegation is being done, the work share is being done. Here I have taken an example that the authority delegated to the research and development manager for carrying out his function will be. So what is the role of R&D department? To find out market is in which trend. To find out the consumer's taste preferences. See, as the consumer taste and preferences are changing minute to minute. Yes or no? Whether we are with only one product? No. There are multiple varieties of products and with reasonable prices, and competition is high. Hence, we are changing to the one brand to the other brand because of wide variety of availability. So that specific to find out the market demand, the specific delegation is being planning, organizing, even general aspects. Next, verbal and written delegation. So verbal means here, if the delegation of work is in the words of mouth, manager is communicating that of you, that members, you finish the work by evening 4 p.m. So is the verbal delegation, verbal communication. Or mouth, we are sharing.
Ma'am, your voice
is not
clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma, is it okay? Yes, ma, is it okay?
Okay, ma'am.
ఓకే. సో వర్బల్ అంటే మనము మన యొక్క వర్డ్స్ ని యూజ్ చేస్తూ మనం ఏదైతే ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఇస్తామో దాన్ని వర్బల్ అంటాము. ఇక్కడ ఆర్డర్. సో whenever we circulate any information in a written form, that is known as here written delegation. That is known as here written delegation. So this is the unit 11, ma. Is it clear? Unit 11. Now we will go for 12. That is process of delegation. So there are various steps involved in delegation of authority. So here the step 1. The first step of delegation process is the goals. See, the first process in the delegation is to share the work, to share the responsibilities in order to achieve the goals and goals or objectives. సో జనరల్ గా మనము ఒక వర్క్ ని షేర్ చేస్తున్నాము అంటే మనకి ఒక గోల్ ఉండడం వల్ల షేర్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఆ గోల్ ఏంటి? మనము ఉత్పత్తి అనుకోండి, ఉత్పత్తి చేయాలి అంటే మనము రా మెటీరియల్ ని సమకూర్చుకోవాలి. ఆ రా మెటీరియల్ ని సో అండ్ సో డిపార్ట్మెంట్ కి, ప్రొడక్షన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ కి ఇవ్వాలి. ప్రొడక్షన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ కి ఇన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేయాలి ఏమని, ఈ పని ఈ టైంలో ఫినిష్ చేయాలి. ఎందుకంటే మన లక్ష్యం ఏంటి, మనము ఈ 1 month, ఆఫ్టర్ 1 month మనం సేల్ చేయాలనుకుంటాం. దాట్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ యర్ ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్. డెలిగేషన్ ప్రాసెస్ ఈస్ related with the determination of goals or objectives to attain the desired results. లక్ష్యాలని ఏర్పరచుకుంటే సరిపోదు, లక్ష్యాలని సాధించే దిశగా మనము అడుగులని వెయ్యాలి. ఆ సంస్థలో పనిచేస్తున్న ఎంప్లాయీస్ అందరినీ కూడా అదే వేలో మనం డైరెక్ట్ చేయగలగాలి. అప్పుడే మనం గోల్స్ ని అచీవ్ చేయగలుగుతాం. నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్ 2. So after determining the expected results or objectives, the management assigns or gives to the lower level of subordinates. Okay. వాళ్ళు ఆర్గనైజేషనల్ గోల్స్ ని, ఆర్గనైజేషనల్ టాస్క్స్ ని డిటర్మైన్ చేసుకున్న ఆఫ్టర్ డిటర్మైనింగ్ దాట్ ద డ్యూటీస్ ఆర్ బీయింగ్ గివెన్ టు ద లోవర్ లెవెల్ పీపుల్. ఇట్ మే బి the manager, the subordinates who are working in the various departments. One thing, superiors giving work to the superiors. Next, second thing is giving or dividing the work to the subordinates. Next, third step ఏంటంటే top level management grants or transfer required powers and authorities to the subordinates. See, to fulfill the work, in order to fulfill the various activities of the organization, we must have a power to take decisions. We must have an authority to do any work. So whenever the powers and authorities are being shared, we will have a feeling of our concern, our organization. ఎప్పుడైతే పవర్స్ టాప్ లెవెల్ పీపుల్ దగ్గరే పెట్టుకున్నాను అనుకోండి, డెసిషన్ మేకింగ్ అనేది టాప్ లెవెల్ పీపుల్ వాళ్ళ దగ్గరనే ఉంచుకున్నాను అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుంది, మిడిల్ లెవెల్, లోవర్ లెవెల్ స్కిల్స్ ని మనము ప్రాపర్ గా యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకోవట్లేదు అని అర్థం. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమంటున్నాము, ఈ ప్రాసెస్ లో లోవర్ లెవెల్ పీపుల్ కి కూడా మనము పవర్స్ అండ్ అథారిటీని మనము షేర్ చేస్తున్నాం, ఇస్తున్నాం. అప్పుడు ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది అంటే, ఇది నా సంస్థ, ఇది నా వర్క్, నేను డెసిషన్ ఇలా తీసుకోవచ్చు, ఇలా వర్క్ చేయొచ్చు, ఇలా మనం ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ ని అచీవ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అని మనకు ఒక క్లారిటీ, ఒక వన్నెస్ అనేది ఏర్పడుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్ 4, దాట్ ఈస్ ఆఫ్టర్ అసైనింగ్ ద జాబ్ and providing powers or authority to the responsibilities to the subordinates, it is essential to make them okay. Manamu, they have shared authority and they have shared responsibility. Why they are sharing? In order to fulfill their work. The step 4 focuses on accomplishing the work, accomplishing the goals. See, the given targets, they need to focus on the fulfilling the targets which are given by the top level management. Next, finally, at the last step, the management should evaluate, ensure and monitor. So they have to measure the results of the jobs and are performed by.
Ma'am, you share PPT, madam. This block PDF.
Yes, Avinash, I will share. Okay, I will share. Definitely I will share. So the last step focus
From
on
block 3 to
evaluation of the. Okay, I will share. So based on whether they have done their jobs perfectly or not, it will be checked by the states, whether the subordinates are performing the works properly or not, whether they are in the progress or not, what are the obstacles they are facing while fulfilling the work. It is being cross-checked by the superiors. So to make the work easy. So these are the various process and steps. Delegation of authority. This is a very important concept. Steps. Next, barriers to delegate authority. So till now we discussed that, okay, sharing the work gives better results, and the division of work will helpful to achieve the goals very easily. But there are also certain problems, certain obstacles while we delegate the authority. Generally, superiors, if the superiors are egoistic, or if the superiors are autocratic, it means autocrat means a person who thinks that delegation will reduce the importance of the organization. They may not delegate the authority. See, a centralized organization and decentralized organizations we have. Centralized organization means here the powers will be vested in the hands of few people, and decision making power will be in the hands of few people only. That is top level and top level personnel. Here, what happens? The skills, abilities, talents of the middle level and lower level employees are being avoided, are not being noticed under such type of concerns. So they cannot delegate the work, and they cannot welcome the subordinates to work equally to the other organizational members. Next, superior's attitude. Yes, sometimes so the managers, they won't like to share the work. The managers' unwillingness to involve the subordinates in planning, coordination, and controlling and directing functions. Under that situation, also the delegation becomes very difficulty, and whenever there is a lack of confidence in subordinates, whenever the manager feels that subordinates are not confident, subordinates are not so up to the mark and cannot take the decisions by their own. When they have such a feeling, then delegation becomes very difficulty. 3 days students, amma, superiors వాళ్ళు వర్క్ ని చేయడానికి జనరల్ గా ఇష్టపడరు. అంటే ఒక డెసిషన్ తీసుకోవాలి అంటే వాళ్ళే తీసుకొని అందరికి షేర్ చేయడానికి ఇష్టపడతారు. కానీ సబార్డినేట్ ఆలోచనని వెల్కమ్ చేయరు. దట్ మే బి ఈగోయిస్టిక్ పీపుల్. సుపీరియర్స్ యాటిట్యూడ్ ఏంటంటే, ఇది మనమే చేస్తే పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా చేస్తాము, వాళ్ళు షేర్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళు చేయగలుగుతారు, చేయలేరు, వాళ్ళకి అంత స్కిల్ ఉందో వాళ్ళకి షేర్ చేయడం వల్ల ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ తగ్గుతుంది, వాళ్ళ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ కూడా తగ్గుతుంది అని ఫీల్. అలాంటప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఆ డెలిగేషన్ అనేది వాళ్ళు అబ్జెక్ట్ చేస్తారు. జనరల్ గా మేం డెసిషన్ తీసుకుంటాము, మేము వాళ్ళతో చేయిస్తాము అని అంటారు. కానీ వాళ్ళకు కూడా మనం పవర్స్ ఇద్దాము, వాళ్ళ ఆలోచనలను కూడా మనము తీసుకొని సంస్థ డెవలప్మెంట్ కోసము ఉపయోగిస్తాము అన్న ఆలోచన ఉండాలి. అంటే ఆ వ్యక్తి ఫేర్ గా ఉండాలి. ఆ ఎంప్లాయ్ అందరికి రికగ్నిషన్ రావడము వాళ్ళు ఇష్టపడాలి ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్. అలా ఇష్టపడనప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే వీళ్ళే హైలైట్ కావాలా, సుపీరియర్సే హైలైట్ కావాలి అని అనుకున్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, సబార్డినేట్స్ ని మనము వీళ్ళ పని ఇంతే, వీళ్ళు ఇదే చెయ్యాలి, వీళ్ళ రోల్ ఇదే, వాళ్ళకు ఒక ఐడెంటిటీని వస్తే వీళ్ళు డైజెస్ట్ కూడా చేసుకోలేరు. దట్ ఈస్ అ ప్రాబ్లం, దట్ ఈస్ అ ఈగోయిస్టిక్ ప్రాబ్లం, దట్ ఈస్ అ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్. But it will be not in the hands of the superiors, it will be in the hands of the nature of the organization. That is whether it is centralized or decentralized. Depends on the nature of the organization, this delegation, whether they are delegating the authority or not, it depends. Next, ఇలా ఇలా మనము వర్క్ షేర్ చేసినప్పుడు రిస్క్ కూడా ఉంటది. రిస్క్ డెసిషన్స్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, there will be results will not be up to the expected mark. సో ఎప్పుడైతే డెసిషన్ మేకింగ్ పవర్ మనం అందరికి ఇచ్చినప్పుడు, ఆ డెసిషన్స్ అనేవి రైట్ గా కరెక్ట్ టైం కి కరెక్ట్ ప్లేస్ లో కరెక్ట్ గా తీసుకుంటేనే మనం ఆర్గనైజేషనల్ గోల్స్ ని మనం రీచ్ కాగలుగుతాం. సో ఛాన్సెస్ ఆఫ్ రాంగ్ డెసిషన్స్ కూడా ఉన్నవి. నెక్స్ట్, lack of ability to provide proper guidance. So if a manager is not likely to delegate the authority, what happens? when he cannot share it, when he is not interested to share the work, then there will be no guidance. There will be no proper guidance to them. See, ఇది మనము జనరల్ గా ఎక్కడైనా చూస్తామమ్మా ఈ టైప్ ఆఫ్ మెంటాలిటీ పీపుల్ ని. సో కోఆపరేటివ్ ఉన్న డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్, కోఆపరేటివ్ గా ఉన్న ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ ఎలా వర్క్ అయితే అంటే అందరూ ఒకే లక్ష్యం వైపు, ఇదంతా అందరి వరకు మనది, మనం అందరం షేర్ చేసుకుందాము అని అనుకుంటాం. ఎప్పుడైతే మనము ఆర్గనైజేషన్ గోల్స్ ని, తర్వాత మేనేజర్ కి మేనేజర్ కింద పనిచేసే వ్యక్తుల మధ్యన ఎప్పుడైతే కొంచెం ఒక తేడా, ఒక సుపీరియారిటీ, ఒక ఇలాంటి ఆలోచన ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే దే విల్ మేనేజర్స్ అనే వాళ్ళు ఒక రకంగా ఉంటారు, ఎంప్లాయీస్ అనేవారు ఇంకో రకంగా ఉంటారు. ఒకే డైరెక్షన్ లో నడవడం జరగదు. అలా అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే మనం ఆర్గనైజేషనల్ గోల్స్ ని రీచ్ కాలేము. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద బ్యారియర్స్ మా. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? తెలుగు మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ ఆల్సో ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్.
Yeah.
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Okay, ma. Fine. So are you preparing, ma? All of you? After listening
Preparing,
the
madam.
classes, are you preparing?
Okay, ma'am.
Preparing,
Okay,
madam.
good. Prepare so that it will be remembered well to you.
Okay, madam. Madam, one thing, madam. These 4 blocks are completed, no?
Uh,
Means which one day which block, one day that block getting. How should I prepare?
what happened, Avinash?
How should I
See,
prepare each block
you,
like that? One day one block, another day.
block wise you prepare.
Okay.
So you take one block and it takes 3 to 4 days time to finish
Yeah.
that block.
Yeah.
It may depend on our skills. For few people, it may take 1 week also.
Means
For few,
I'm also doing a job, madam. So that's why.
okay. So you plan blockwise, all of you. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Blockwise preparation is better.
Okay. Ma'am, this important question, this block 4.
Block 4 important questions I will give you at the end of the session. Okay.
And you share PPT, I have sent you mail, madam.
Okay. I will share, ma. I will share.
And I kept some, my mail will come. That now only
Okay.
Shweta.18.1011
Yes. Yes, ma.
@redditmail.com.
Okay. Yes, that mail ID only. I will share it. Okay. Next we have in the unit 12 we have last concept, ma. Making delegation effective. So, see, I will cover this concept and I will give important questions. And unit 3 I will cover in the tomorrow's class.
Unit 3, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, unit 13, sorry. Unit 13 in this block.
Yeah.
Yes, ma. Tomorrow we have class.
Yeah, tomorrow
No,
is there. And tomorrow and last Sunday is the class, 29th this month.
Okay.
29th is last class.
Yeah. And next month onwards, 28th starts
Yes.
exams.
Yes, ma. Making delegation effective. So this is another concept. So to make the delegation of work effectively, these are the following steps, guidelines must be covered by the top level personnel. So one thing is here. What is the first step? Can anyone read? Making delegation effective. What is the first point?
Define the objectives in
Define the objectives in clear terms.
Clear term. Okay, fine. Okay, good. So, okay, fine. See, objectives must be clear. What is our goal? What are our targets? So, determining objectives is the first step in order to make the delegation effectively. మనము ఒక వర్క్ ని షేర్ చేయాలి అంటే అసలు ఆ వర్క్ ఏంటి అన్నది ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి ప్రాపర్ గా. మనం ఆ వర్క్ ని ఐడెంటిఫై చేసేటప్పుడు ఫెయిల్యూర్ అయితే ఆ వర్క్ ని షేర్ చేసినా మనకి రిజల్ట్స్ రావు. దాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్. ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ మస్ట్ బి క్లియర్. అవర్ విజన్ అండ్ మిషన్ మస్ట్ బి క్లియర్. నెక్స్ట్, select proper persons for delegation and train them. Yes, we are thinking to delegate the work now. Firstly, we delegate the work to the managers and we train the managers if they are lacking any skills or to improve the skills of the managers. So the second step is choosing the persons to whom we want to delegate the work. సెకండ్ స్టెప్ లో ఏంటంటే అమ్మ ఏ ఏ వ్యక్తులకి మనము పనిని షేర్ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాము, వర్క్ ని డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాము, వాళ్ళని ఐడెంటిఫై చేయడం కూడా చాలా క్రూషియల్. సో మనము ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో చాలా ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఉంటారు, బట్ ఫ్యూ ఎంప్లాయీస్ విల్ బి స్కిల్ ఓరియంటెడ్ and they will be very active and they will have leadership skills and they will have an strong desire to work in the organization. We need to identify such kind of personnel in the second stage. Next, third step is motivate subordinates through various incentives. Okay, managers has to motivate the members or subordinates of the various departments to they have to motivate that they need to explain the organizational objectives and they need to provide certain benefits also, either it may be monetary or non-monetary benefits. Incentives means here certain benefits. Next, establish a favorable work climate. Yes, this is most important. Generally, we all of us, we think that, okay, organization has to achieve its goals, but work climate, working conditions, and organizational surroundings, environmental analysis, it must be supportive. It must be, working conditions must be good. And whatever the necessities of the employees are there, that must be fulfilled by the top level management. So మనము పనిచేసే ప్లేస్ మనకి సపోర్టివ్ గా కంఫర్టబుల్ గా ఉంది అనుకోండి, మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, వి విల్ వర్క్ మోర్. గుడ్ లైటింగ్, గుడ్ వెంటిలేషన్, గుడ్ రా మెటీరియల్, గుడ్ సపోర్ట్, ఇలా మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే ఉన్నప్పుడు మనం చాలా ఆర్గనైజేషనల్ గోల్స్ ని అచీవ్ చేసేటట్టుగా ఉంటుంది. దిస్ ఇస్ మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్. వర్క్ క్లైమేట్ ఇస్ మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, కంఫర్టబుల్ ఉంటాము, ఫ్రస్ట్రేషన్ ఉండదు, ఎలాంటి భయానికి గురిగాము, మనకి ఏం అప్పుడు we frustrate to work and we will fear and we will confuse and we won't feel comfortable. Determine the tasks to be delegated. What are the works we wanted to assign to various employees? That works must be identified. మనం ఏ టార్గెట్, ఏ పనిని మనం డెలిగేట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నామో అది ఫస్ట్ మనము ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి. టు పర్ఫార్మ్ జాబ్. కావలసినంత అథారిటీని, కావలసినంత పవర్ ని మనం ఇవ్వాలి. ద approximate and optimum powers and authorities must be given to the various personnel in the organization, you know. Whatever they need to fulfill the organizational goals, whatever the necessities, whatever the requirements they have, we need to fulfill so that they work well. If there is insufficiency, if there are no resources, how can they work? It becomes very difficulty without resources if we are telling to finish the works. So so that we can expect the better results. Without resources, without assistance, without proper providing the requirements, whether we expect results, we won't get the results. Next, establish proper control and conduct regular reviews. Yes, control is essential. So whether they are not coming in time, or whether they are not fulfilling their targets, whether they are wasting the money, or whether they are wasting any kind of resources, we need to control over there. And also reviews regularly, we need to get the reports. What is the update? What is the progress? How they are doing? What are the requirements? If any gap is there, we need to fulfill it. Next, other to the principles of delegation, we need to identify the various principles in order to delegate the work. Principle of equity, principle of scalar chain. Just now in the previous classes we discussed. Now, next, evaluate the final results. So after all the steps, we need to go with analyzing whether results are according to our estimations or not. Whether our assumption and result it is matching. If assumption and result matching, what is gap? We need to identify. So this is the unit 11 and 12. Fine. Yes, ma'am. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, take down the important questions, ma'am.
Just a minute, madam.
మేడం పీడిఎఫ్ గ్రూప్ లో షేర్ చేయండి.
Okay, ma. Okay, I will share.
You share PPT, madam.
Okay,
Share in group or
I will share. I will take the group details and I will share it to you. Definitely.
WhatsApp.
Yes.
In the WhatsApp group, I will try to send.
Group
Okay.
is there, ma'am. UG group. Mention, give your phone number and again we'll share. We will add you.
Okay, okay, definitely. Note down the questions. Have you taken the pen and paper?
ma'am.
All of you.
Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
No. Yes. Okay. What is delegation? What is delegation?
Unit, ma'am.
What is delegation?
Unit 11.
Unit. Very good. Unit 11. Block 4.
What is
What is delegation? Delegation. Discuss the elements of delegation.
What is delegation? Elements of delegation. Next
Discuss
question,
the
elements.
same question. Discuss the various elements of delegation. One question only, that one.
Okay.
Second question, you take principles of delegation. So why I
Principles
am
of-
giving means you have to finish preparation.
Principles of
you
delegation.
Principles of delegation. Third question, types of delegation.
Types of delegation.
Yes.
Next.
So in unit 12, take down
Third
unit
question,
12.
types of delegation.
Yes, ma?
Third
Types,
question,
principles and types of delegation.
Unit 12?
Yes. Now you take unit 12 questions.
Ma'am, unit 11 only 3.
Yes, 3.
And unit 12.
Unit 12 you take. What is delegation of authority?
What is delegation of authority?
Authority. Discuss its process.
Discuss its process.
Process.
Discuss is it's a
Process. Process. That's what step 1, step 2, step 3 are discussed. All these 5 steps. So second question you take. Here, first question.
What is delegation of authority? Discuss its process. First question.
Yes. Yes.
And second,
First question. Second question. What are the barriers to delegate the authority? What are the barriers to delegate the authority?
Barriers to delegate.
Here,
to delegate the authority.
here,
Barriers to delegation of
so
authority.
here, so
Ma'am, second
here
question.
you take the second question. Barriers to delegate the authority from the point of view of superior.
Delegation
down.
of authority,
From
ma'am.
delegation of authority.
Repeat
So
question.
under
Second
these
question, ma'am.
barriers, yes,
Third
second
question, ma'am.
question, point one. Second question, point one, you take down.
Oh,
Barriers we told. Barriers from the point of view of superior, point one. Next,
Barriers from the
second,
point of view,
from the point of view of superiors. Superiors.
superiors.
superior, ma'am.
Second point under
Subordinate.
the second question is both superior, right? Second point, barriers from the point of view of subordinates.
Barriers from the
Point of view of subordinates.
subordinates.
Barriers to the down. Explain various guidelines.
Third question, ma'am. Third point.
Third question.
Explain.
Explain the various guidelines.
Explain the
Explain the various guidelines.
Various-
Guidelines.
various guidelines.
Guidelines.
Okay, ma'am.
Question. To explain the various guidelines to make delegation effective. The slide is representing to you the question. Slide number 13, it is representing various guidelines to make delegation effective.
To make
Various
delegation effective.
guidelines to make
Delegation effective. Esma, is it okay? All of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Or unit 12 also three questions, huh?
Yes, 3 questions. And finally, in the last class, I will do all
Unit
the
13.
questions also in the last class. 13. Okay.
Voice is getting
So
stuck,
try to
madam.
prepare this
Sorry.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
You prepare this.
Yes, madam. Ma'am, you share now, ma'am, PDF in group.
Okay, I will share. I will share.
Or also, we will add you in UG group. They will add you.
Okay, I will share.
Hmm.
Yes,
Avinash garu.
so try to prepare and
Mamata.
tomorrow you attend the class.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
of you.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow also you have to attend the class. Tomorrow I will
Yes.
finish block 4 and I will begin block 5.
Okay.
All the students.
Yes, madam.
Okay, ma'am.
So this subject is scoring subject, all of you. Try to prepare well.
Okay, madam.
Okay, ma'am.
And students, you don't discuss in the group if you have any queries. You leave the class, then personally you talk if at all any query relating to any aspect. Okay.
Okay,
Don't
madam.
be in the class and don't discuss. Okay.
Okay, madam.
It's my friendly suggestion to you.
Okay, madam.
Okay. So, so is it clear? Are you understanding the classes?
Yes,
You are
madam.
learning happily?
Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
learning
Yes.
happily?
Yes,
Yes.
madam.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, you will share some standardized test book, I think. You
Sure,
share
sure,
you
sure,
told.
sure. I have received your mails. I will reply you definitely.
Okay.
Few students have mailed. I will reply today definitely.
I have shared, I think I have.
And don't worry. All the students, you don't worry. I will share in the group only. In the group,
Okay,
I will share.
okay, madam. We are getting
Hmm.
worried, ma'am. Some.
Oh, no, don't worry. Don't worry. You start your preparations. Don't
Okay.
worry. We are there. Teachers, we are there for your sake only to make
Okay.
the subject easy. And also in the last class on 29th, I will explain you tips how to succeed in the examination and in the life.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
And
Okay,
business
ma then. Huh?
organization, I have
Happy
scored
learning
it.
then.
Okay. And PPT also you share,
How
ma'am,
many
from
marks you scored? Okay,
B
sure,
plus.
sure. I will share, Avinash.
B
Don't
plus
worry.
I have got.
Okay, fine, fine. Happy.
Ma'am,
Okay.
this subject I got 8 points, ma'am.
Wow, nice. Nice.
Thank you.
Means
Good,
points,
good.
I think. So,
All your efforts, it will definitely, it will results well.
mm,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Telugu medium students, I will post the questions to you. Don't worry. Questions I will post you.
and from block 1 onwards up to block 4, madam, from PPT.
Sure, sure. Sure, sure. I will share.
Yeah. From business organization, you have shared PPT. Each
Yes. Yes.
topic
I
and
have
block.
shared it. Yes, I have shared it. Have you prepared well then? Whether the PPTs are helpful to you?
Yes, madam.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, fine.
You
Fine.
share, madam, from block 1 to block 4. So that's why.
Okay,
And
okay.
14
I will
principles
share.
also I am remembering. Some
Okay, good,
points.
good.
Enrich files,
Okay,
principles
I
of
will.
management, it is there now.
Yes, ma. Yes, that is important question. And
Yeah.
students, I will post the important questions also in the group. Don't worry. Unit
Uh,
wise, block wise, I will post.
okay, madam. And like your PDF
And
also you shared, I think, madam, this one from business
okay,
organization, block 1 to block 5.
okay. Yeah, okay, I will share. Don't worry. Don't worry about notes. You start preparing the content.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
You don't worry. I will provide the PPT and also one textbook I will share in the group.
Uh,
Okay.
Okay, ma then. So shall we leave?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you,
okay,
ma'am. Bye.
madam. Time is over, I think.
You try to collect our Ambedkar textbook. Mamata, any
Yes. Yes,
queries?
ma'am. Ma'am, I have textbook.
You collect the textbook.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you try to read it, okay? You try to
Okay.
read it and I will give my mail ID also so that you can if you have any queries you can post to my mail ID. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It is with your friends you can collect later. So feel comfortable. If anything is there, you discuss with the teacher so that you will learn easily. Don't put your queries with you only.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Prasanna Kumar. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay.
Thank
Ma'am,
Okay,
you.
ma.
నేను
All
జ్యోతిని
the best
కాల్
then.
చేస్తాను
All the
కదా
best. Yes,
మ్యామ్.
Jyoti, you call me in the evening. I'll give you. I'll
ఓకే
give
మ్యామ్.
you.
ఓకే ఓకే
Okay, ma. Okay. Okay, you attended the class today. Good. Very good. So I'm explaining in Telugu also. So that's why I told you, informed you to attend the class. And students, some of you with the mobile names, don't be with the mobile names like Redmi here. You give your
Hmm.
name from the next class. In the 2 days next class onwards, you try to put your name. Okay, ma then. Bye. Happy learning.
Okay,
Be ready
madam.
for next class. All of you.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am. Bye. Thank you
Okay,
so
madam.
much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, ma. Okay.
And
Okay.
share, madam, please don't forget.
Sure, sure. Don't worry, Avinash. I am there. I will share.
Uh, I am getting worried, ma'am. Preparation. How should I start preparing?
No,
But
no.
some
No,
points I
you
am
don't worry.
getting remember and functions of management is there now. That one I am remembering. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating,
Okay.
communicating.
Okay.
Some points I am remembering.
Okay. Okay. Good. You are reading then. It's happy.
And only block 1 only, and block 2, block 3 onwards, I am getting very.
Okay.
And PPT is also helped, madam, from block from in business organization from block 1 to all, I think. So that's
Okay.
why. Hmm. Shall I leave, madam?
So be ready for next class and yes, you can leave all of you. Be ready for next class. I too
Okay.
leaving the class now. So
Okay,
get
madam.
ready
Thank
for
you.
next class.
Okay, madam.
Okay. 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 Okay.